That CVT, it's coming off today. It does not have an option. This is I think it's a 5-ton? Yeah, it's a 5-ton hydraulic gear puller. The one thing I am worried about this is that on the CVT, there's actually a pretty big hole in it to where we actually get to the shaft that we have to push against. And I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about that one. On here, we have a cone, but it's right at the edge. We need something that goes a little bit further, so I think I'm gonna just find a bolt somewhere and then put this on the CVT and see if it pulls off. It's pretty good rusted on there, so hopefully it'll pop off. Unfortunately, CVT is too badly damaged, as you may have just saw, but we'll get it off. Okay, so I found 2 bolts. Both of these, if needs to be a little bit longer, we'll go with this one. These are actually the bolts that are the motor mounts for the 600cc. And hopefully, we'll just put that down the shaft. I'm just keeping the nut on here, that we can align that, you can see that. We can actually align the center, and this will just push against the actual shaft on the inside. This is under compression, so we should be fine. Worst things that could happen is that we mushroom the tip a little bit with the point, but I'm fine replacing these the way it is. It's just what I have right now. So let's grab this. I don't think I need anything else. I might grab some WD-40 penetrant, but other than that, it's coming off. So let's go. Like 3 things I've touched already. My hands have already got rust and dirt on it. So let's hopefully prevent that a little bit. Okay, let's see which one we're gonna end up needing. That seems fine for now. Maybe I just have a smaller bolt in this bin of screws right here, which I might right there. Yep, that'll work. Okay. Those are all on all the way. Try and get this centered a little bit more. This is fully on. This thing is coming off. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's what happens when you have the right tool. Oh, awesome. Geez, I wish I bought this earlier. I wish I could have not have broken the CVTs the way it was, but yeah, it's a little disheartening that that's all cut up now, but hey, I already knew I was gonna lose stuff from being dumb, so might as well be a part that I'm not using. That giant chunk in it, and I of course cut all that out. It's pretty rusty, but I don't know, it could have worked for someone, I guess. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Oh, actually the penetrant did get in there. I wonder if that just all that penetrant sitting in there for a week, I don't know if it probably did stuff. I mean, you can see how much rust is on it. Like, that's just from me barely spinning it. Yeah, it was good gunked up, but I'm glad I bought that puller, because remember last time I stripped out the entire puller, gone. So somewhat combination of having a pulley puller that can pull 10,000 pounds and having penetrant in there for a full week. So that's nice. Actually not too sad about one part about this being broken is that to get that spline for this transmission, and that feels really good by the way, that spline, it's probably going to be really hard to find that anywhere. I'm just assuming. But it looks like we have a circlip right there, and then we have the spline shaft. Now, I don't know how much in the editing process I've told you so far, but so the engine is going to be ending up sitting about center of the front axle. That way, so this open area right here can be like leg space, drive shaft, other bits like that. But I need some way to connect the motorcycle engine that's in the front to the transmission that's in the back, and that's going to be chain drive. And somehow I have to chain drive this spline right here. And obviously it was not chain drive before, it was CVT or belt. So I need to get that spline out of there, and I want to try and weld a pulley onto that. Or if I can get that out as a shaft, or like a tube with the splines on the inside, and then weld a pulley on the outside of that. Not a pulley, sorry, a gear. And that way, so we can have a gear drive straight onto this right here, and that way we can also change the gearing ratio. Of course, it's a set locked gear ratio, but the Suzuki Bandit was made for like 120 miles per hour when this thing was made for like, the speedometer maxes out at 60, and I doubt it hit 60. But, so we might want to do, you know, kind of a 2-to-1 gear ratio, because I think 60 on this thing is still going to be plenty fast. And with a stock torque on the motorcycle of like, I think, what was it, 40, 45, 50 foot-pounds or something? It was something like, I think it was like 48. It's somewhere around there. So, you know, we gear down that speed twice. We'll get probably, maybe, hopefully around 80, 90 foot-pounds of torque into the rear transmission. Only thing I'm a little bit worried about is that the original 500cc engine was not designed for that. It was designed for, I think, 40 horsepower was its mark, which is why I thought this engine would be a perfect swap for it. Torque-wise, like load-wise onto the transmission. But that popped out excellent. Yeah, there's a bit of a dent on the end of the screw, so it was pushing it pretty good. But, oh, that's exciting. So now I guess I could just keep pulling stuff off. I mean, it's still really dirty. I mean, obviously. I'm gonna get that cleaned up. Yeah, let's do that. Also, for reference, this pulley puller right here, Harbor Freight on sale. I got it for $72 or something like that. So it's still not a cheap thing. And I know people are gonna be like online, you know, the Polaris people are gonna be like, oh, the actual shaft puller is like, I think it's like $15 on Amazon or whatever. But I can run down to the hardware store, buy this, and I can use it for more than just one Polaris part. So it's a win for me. Also, it's got a fun little spring return. Look at this. Oh, isn't that fun? You can't do that with the Polaris one. My priorities, yes, are not in line for what they should be. But I don't care. This is my fun project. Also, I should mention, if I haven't already, that it's kind of a project for a project, in the sense that this is what I'm going to be using to test out all the stuff I'm going to be doing on the Leaf project. This is where I'm going to be testing drivetrain, how stuff works. It's where I'm going to be testing just kind of balancing, kind of tire setup, and you know, kind of frame geometry. I might modify the suspension stuff. The rear, I'm pretty good with. Double A-arm. Front is McPherson. I would like to do double A-arm, but I don't know if we have the room for that. But we can do whatever the heck we want. But yeah, it's a testing ground. Also, I'd really like to be able to do a fiberglass body. I know that I want to keep a Power Wheels trend going here, but it's a little bit too big for Power Wheels. I mean, I could modify the original body, but I really want to give my hand on a try at fiberglass. So, whatever that may be. This is the prototype, even though it came second. Did a little bit of researching online. Yeah, it's completely missing the rear brakes. The good thing is that's only like $30. Hopefully we can get that all fixed up. See if I damage the transmission at all. Oh, that's spinning really true. Let's see if I can. That's first gear. That's locked in. Pull out the neutral. Uh-oh. Okay, that should be reverse. Yep, that's good. And this would be, that would be low, but cable is not connected at all. I wonder where that's actually supposed, oh, okay, I see where that's supposed to go. Also, that tire is, whoo, that's gone. Doesn't look that bad from this side, but on the other side, it's about this thickness laid flat. I don't know how to describe that, it's fine. It is really weird to see the tires move outwards as I go down. But yeah, no, this is a good size. I like it. Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of an issue maybe with the front suspension. Mainly not the bottom A-arm, mainly the shocks. They pivot inwards a little bit, the camber. So I have to keep that as original as I can, but still fit the motor through there, and I think I can. I think when it gets up to this height, we're pretty good. It's lower down I'm a little bit worried about, but the shocks do move outwards as you go down, so shouldn't be too terribly bad. Just having that suspension in the rear, it's a little, the shocks could be, they could be better, and it looks like they can just be swapped out fairly easily. The springs are fine, it's the shock, it's not really dampening. Well, it could be, it could be, well, obviously it's designed for when there's more weight on it, aka the engine and everything is in there. It's missing just maybe 1 or 2 parts right now, just 1 or 2. I want to see the sway bar move. Does it actually move when I... Oh, it does. Yeah, so it looks like we can actually, frame-wise, we're gonna have to remove a decent bit of frame, just because on the final thing, instead of having, you know, your legs on the outside, your legs more want to be on the inside. The idea is to lower, maybe I'll do a chop here, that way so we can lower this maybe 2 or 3 inches downwards. That way so we can get the top of the seat, or excuse me, the bottom of the seat a little bit closer to these linkages. By the way, all this plastic here, that just unscrews. I can see the other sides of the screws on this side. Oh, what is that? Oh, that was the original model number sticker, which is completely gone, so that's okay to step on. Wow, that drive shaft is really angled. Way more than I would have thought, but whatever. Do hope that 4-wheel drive wire works on the right. Cool. It needs a pressure wash. It's been raining though. Not the same thing, but you know, you get the picture. I'm on the mental debate right now if I should pull the transmission out, clean the frame without it in, or not deal with the hassle pulling it out and just leaving it in and cleaning around it. It'd probably be a really good idea to take it out and clean it. That means I have to do work. That's annoying. Whoever thought you'd have to do work? Yeah, so this shaft, what I wanted to show you. It'd be so much easier just to do. Oh yes, because my hands are covered in dirt. Well, that's okay, I can clean the camera. Here, give you a little image. So here's the shaft. It's currently locked in forwards. You can see that when I twist that, I don't know how well that comes across, but it is rotating just a little bit. That's because this is, pretty sure that's a 1-to-1, but I could be wrong. And I'm pretty sure that little bit of slop is fine. So let's pull that out. And that rotates really nice and smooth. Even with all the force I put on it, it looks like it's fine. Hopefully. Cross fingers on that one. Yeah, but look how far the transmission sits. It's roughly half of the 4-wheeler from here all the way back to here. So it is a pretty large component. Look at this front diff, it's tiny. Absolutely tiny in comparison. Like, here's my hand. Yeah, it's way smaller than I thought, and here I can show you from the top view. But I mean, that drive shaft goes from the left side over here, angles all the way to this other side, to right there. That's where the output is. I do wonder why they didn't move this a little bit more right. I mean, because they designed the diff themselves. So I don't know why they couldn't have just shifted that over, made it more straight, who knows. I mean, it didn't look like it interfered with the engine. Obviously it didn't the way it is now. The rest that would be, you know, an issue. But oh, here, I can actually just show you the sway bar and everything move. You ready? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I got my work cut out for me, but hey, I'm excited. And I found new tires. $300 for a complete new set for road tires, but I'm good with that. I can deal with that. 300 is still a lot, and I need new car tires on my car, and 300 only costs for 2 tires on my car, while this is all 4, but, you know, priorities. Oh, let's get some of this CVT chunks out of here. Souvenirs. Perfect. So let's see how freely this rolls. I'm gonna guess not as well as I think it does. It's missing a lot of parts. Should be a lot lighter. Let's make sure we're not in gear. Okay, so it's a fair bit lighter. So the front axles do rotate. Ooh. Just might be flat. Just maybe. The rims look mostly okay. Interesting that the front rims are actually bigger than the rear rims, even though total diameter is 25 inches. Oh, what's this? Oh, ooh, I can't lose that. This is the washer. It goes right there. Oh, so Ford makes that shaft go backwards. Wait, hold up. I thought we were in neutral. We're not. Now we're neutral? Well, that's Ford's. Oh, that's neutral. It's the same, just that shaft isn't spinning. Oh, that's so much easier. You know, since it's so light now, I might just move it out of right here so I don't have to deal with it right here. It's muddy. It rained a bunch this week. Yeah, let's just do it. And no, I don't care about that one flat tire. It's getting replaced anyway. Oh, I might have made this too hard on myself. Okay, we're not doing that. I got a bunch of aluminum dust or magnesium dust, steel dust, whatever that CVT is made out of, that dust all over here. Okay, let's see. If I was to get out diff/transmission, I want to take off that piece of plastic, disconnect the drive shaft, remove the rear suspension, this separate transmission mount. I would have to disconnect the top A-arms, probably disconnect and slide out the rear sway bar. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Actually, I wouldn't have to slide this bar out. And actually, I think I could just disconnect it from bolt here, and this whole back is its own assembly, so that probably can all come out. It looks like it all slides out this way. The CV axles are definitely gonna have to come out, but they have bolts in a really weird spot and I don't want to touch them. Yeah, I might just leave that in there for now and just clean around it. That looks nightmarish. Not nightmare, but not something I want to do by myself. Oh yeah, that front tire it's got a giant rip down the side of it now. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I could get this up the hill. I have 3 methods of actually getting up the hill. Not gonna lie, all 3 of them I am too lazy to do right now. Yep, that's all I feel like doing. Tomorrow. Okay, so I changed my mind. That's what happens when you can't find a carabiner the right size. Ah. Okay, I got an idea. It's not a good one, but it does exist. Both chains pulled their pins out. Or they stretched out and then they just popped off. See, the fact that it's pulling apart chain links just shows enough that I don't want to push it. Every single one of them has been stretched apart. Wish this was a bit that I was playing up, but no. I can't find any of my chain. And I've resorted to twine. Geez, that took way too long. Okay, long story short, I put it into first and I can't get it out of drive. I want to see if it's the actual shifter or if it's in the transmission. I hope it's the shifter. Just broke off. Okay, well that shifted really nice. So, what about this one? This one I have not seen yet move. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how they get that to move. I'm pretty sure this is the low setting. Yeah, this thing's jammed. It's broken. Got it. Yeah, this works fine. The transmission side's fine. See, I told you it stood no chance. It was really bad though. It's a pretty rusty on there.